Have you ever wondered if there's a source of energy that's clean, abundant, and virtually free? An energy that could power our world without polluting it, without conflict over resources. What if I told you that this technology might not be a distant dream, but a suppressed reality? This isn't just about science. It's about a hidden history, a revolution they don't want you to know. Let's travel back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries, a golden age of invention. At the center of this era stands a name many of you know, Nikola Tesla. While he's famous for alternating current, his ambitions reached far beyond. He dreamed of wireless power transmission, of tapping into the very energy of the cosmos. His Wardenclyffe Tower on Long Island wasn't just a grand experiment. It was the beginning of a vision to broadcast electricity through the air, freely available to all. But what happened? His funding was abruptly cut. The project was abandoned, and Tesla died in relative obscurity, his later work confiscated and classified. Was it merely a failed business venture, or was the idea of free energy too disruptive for the established powers, for the empires built on selling fuel? Tesla wasn't alone. Consider the work of T. Henry Moray, a researcher in the 1930s who claimed to have developed a radiant energy device. Witnesses, including physicists and engineers, reported seeing his small box power dozens of light bulbs and appliances, seemingly from thin air. Moray believed he was tapping into the cosmic rays, a constant shower of energy from space. His device, he said, contained a unique valve, a semiconductor years ahead of its time. Yet his lab was mysteriously attacked, his research destroyed, and he was met with ridicule from the scientific establishment. He could unsecure a patent because he could unfully explain the source of the energy in a way that fit the physics of his day. Was a charlatan, or was he on the brink of a breakthrough that was deliberately silenced? Now, let's step beyond the historical record and into the realm of esoteric thought. Ancient philosophies and spiritual traditions have long spoken of a universal life force, a sea of energy that permeates everything. In Hinduism, it's called prana. In Chinese tradition, it's qi. In Western mysticism, it's the ether. These concepts describe an unseen, vibrant energy field that sustains the universe. Could it be that what Tesla and Moray called radiant or cosmic energy was simply a scientific name for this ancient concept? Perhaps they weren't inventing a new source of power, but rather building a bridge, a technological one to tap into this fundamental essence of reality. The ether was once a mainstream scientific concept, a medium thought to fill all of space, allowing light to travel. The famous Michelson-Morley experiment in 1887 supposedly disproved its existence, paving the way for Einstein's theories of relativity. But what if that interpretation was incomplete? What if the ether isn't a static substance, but a dynamic, flowing medium, a zero-point energy field, as modern quantum physics calls it? Quantum mechanics tells us that even a perfect vacuum is not empty. It seethes with a storm of virtual particles popping in and out of existence. A vast, untapped reservoir of energy. Is this the scientific rediscovery of prana, of qi? Is this the free energy source that visionaries have been chasing for over a century? This perspective changes everything. The quest for free energy is no longer just an engineering problem. It becomes a philosophical and spiritual one. It suggests that our current model of reality, a universe of scarce resources and separate objects, is incomplete. The esoteric view proposes a universe of interconnectedness, of infinite abundance, where energy is not a commodity to be hoarded, but a gift to be received. If we could tap into this energy, it would not only power our homes, it would fundamentally change our relationship with the planet and with each other. A world powered by free energy is a world without energy poverty. A world where the motivation for many wars over resources simply vanishes. So, let's entertain some open hypotheses. What if the suppression of free energy isn't just about protecting corporate profits from oil, gas, and coal? What if it's about control on a much deeper level? Think about it. An independent, decentralized power source for every home would mean a massive shift in power away from centralized grids and governments. It would foster self-sufficiency and autonomy on a scale never seen before. Is it possible that the current power structures feared this loss of control more than anything else? Are we being kept in a state of dependency, not just for economic reasons, but for political and social ones? Another hypothesis, perhaps the technology itself carries a risk. If this energy is truly tapping into the fundamental fabric of space-time, could it have unforeseen consequences if misused? Is it possible that the guardians of this knowledge, whether they are a secret cabal or a responsible hidden hand, believe humanity is not yet mature enough to wield such power? Like giving a child a loaded weapon, perhaps the potential for destruction outweighs the promise of utopia. This theory suggests a paternalistic form of control, a suppression done for our own good. It's a disquieting thought, but one we must consider. And finally, let's ask the most provocative question. What if the key isn't just a device, but a state of consciousness? Many esoteric traditions teach that access to the universal energy field is linked to one's own awareness and vibration. Could it be that the true secret of free energy lies not in circuits and coils, but within ourselves? Perhaps the reason these devices are so difficult to replicate is that they require a certain resonance between the operator and the machine, an alignment of intention that our purely materialistic science fails to account for. Maybe the revolution isn't about building a machine, but about becoming the kind of people who are worthy of receiving its gifts. The stories of Tesla, More, and others are a trail of breadcrumbs leading us to a profound mystery. Are they tales of brilliant but flawed inventors? Or are they signposts to a reality we've been conditioned to ignore? The lines between historical fact, esoteric wisdom, and future science are blurring. We stand at a crossroads with the potential for a new paradigm, a new understanding of our universe and our place within it. The free energy revolution is not just about technology. It's about a revolution in thought, a shift in consciousness that could unlock a future of unimaginable abundance and freedom. The truth is out there, hidden in forgotten patents, in ancient texts, and perhaps in the quantum foam of empty space. The questions are vast, and the answers may shake the foundations of our world. What do you think? Is free energy a suppressed reality, a scientific fantasy, or something in between? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Let's explore this together. If this journey into the hidden corners of science and history sparked your curiosity, please give this video a like, share it with someone who dares to question, and subscribe for more explorations into the mysteries that surround us. Thanks for watching.